my little Brushflies, and welcome back to my channel Brushfly MUA. If you're new here, my name is Mercedes. I am the face behind Brushfly MUA, and if you are new, please make sure you hit that subscribe button because it all helps. And if you're not new, make sure you are subscribed so you are kept up to date with all things Brushfly and makeup and beauty. So today's video is a bit of a different one for me, and it is a wardrobe tidy and declutter video. So I have just the one wardrobe. I like clothes and it got a bit hectic in there, not gonna lie. I'm not the type of person that will buy clothes online all the time. That is for my makeup addiction. But when I do buy clothes, I tend to go to the charity shop and I will look for like bargains that I absolutely adore. I like Primark, I like George, I like TU at Sainsbury's, I like F&F at Tesco's, River Island, Boohoo. So you know, I do tend to shop around. Most of my clothes are not brand new, like they've been in my wardrobe for a long time, and I just felt it was time for a spring clean and just have a bit of a tidy up and a clear up, because it got a bit chaotic because my friend, lovely Lydia, decided to drop some clothes around because she has done absolutely amazing on her fitness journey. So a lot of her clothes are no longer fitting her, so they got given to moi. So thanks Lyd, much appreciated. So yeah, I thought to fit all these new clothes in, I need to sort out my wardrobe. So it was a bit of a mission. It did take me a couple of hours. Thank God the kids have gone back to school, because there's no way I could have spent a couple of hours doing it then. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. So I'm now going to insert a little clip of me sorting out my wardrobe, and then I will come back at the end and I will give you some hints and tips of what I found helpful and useful when sorting out my own wardrobe. hope you liked my random little insert there of me sorting out my wardrobe. You can see a collection of my clothes. I didn't really go through trousers in the end because I was hungry and knackered, but I did buy that really cool shoe rack where I have now put my trousers. Obviously you've just seen a photo of that, so you'll know that. But yeah, that little shoe rack is such a lifesaver, and it was only £9 from Argos. Great storage solution for a wardrobe. So I have my little notebook here filled with some notes that I have written down all about how to declutter your wardrobe, because I was like, that's a good hint and tip, that's great, I can use that, I can say that. I have the memory of a fish, so I was like, I need to write it down so I can remember to say to you, yeah, this is how you declutter your wardrobe, because you know, you're not going to know, people don't know how to declutter their wardrobes. Of course you do, you know how to declutter a wardrobe, but I just thought some useful tips. So my first tip is to just empty the wardrobe completely. I literally chucked everything onto my bed where it looked like a huge mountain pile, and it did look a bit crazy, but that's how my brain works. I need the wardrobe empty, I need an empty space so I can sort of work through it, my brain can sort of analyse it that way. Then what I do is I sort of go through and I'm like, yeah, I want to keep that, not sure about that, I want to get rid of that. So I initially put it into like 3 piles, although for this video I didn't, I just hung the ones I was going to keep straight back into the wardrobe because it was crazy. But I did have the other 2 piles, so I had a maybe pile and a get rid of pile. So the get rid of pile, I now have a big bag that I'm going to donate to the charity shop, which is awesome. My maybe pile, I did sort through a few of the items I tried back on and fell back in love with, so they went back in, and a few of the items then went into the donate bag. So I wasn't completely ruthless with my tidy and decluttering of my wardrobe. I do have a big bag full of stuff, so that is good. So follow the 1 in, 1 out rule. So if you're like me, I tend to fall in love with clothes, and I will wear certain clothes to death. Like literally I will wash it, wear it, wash it, wear it. Like this dress, I absolutely love this dress, so I do tend to wash it, put it back in the wardrobe, and then I'm like, oh hey, I can wear you again. But you know, if you are buying new clothes or you're looking at buying new clothes, look at what you've got in your wardrobe, think, do I wear you, you and you? No, I don't. Then take them out, and then you're like, well actually I now have space for those items that I've taken out. So if you take one item out, you can put a new item back in, but don't buy another item until you have space for an item. I know that sounds like really bossy, but it does work. If you are looking around the shops and there's sales, because you know eventually the shops are going to be open and they're going to have sales everywhere, so you're going to be like bombarded with sales, bombarded with gorgeous looking clothes, but do you need them? Do you have something similar in your wardrobe that you wear a lot? If you don't wear it, what's the point in buying something similar that's in the sale? It might look nice on the hanger, but are you going to wear it? So do the 1 in, 1 out. If you do declutter one, then you have room for 1 more. The next thing is, obviously I got my little shoe rack that I have hung over the rail, and it's really, really good actually. And you can hang bulkier items in there, so like jeans, trousers, jumpers, cardigans. Fold them up, put them in there, then it means like the rest of your room is for clothes that need hanging up. Like jumpers and cardigans are not really, unless they're like a funny material, are not really going to get crease marks in them. So you know, if they're knitted ones, you can fold up, they're not going to get too creased, and at least they're out the way and they're bulkier, and you can probably put 3 or 4 t-shirts, dresses, tops in the place of that one hanging up. So definitely fold up your bulkier items. I know a lot of people, like, they use like the vacuum bags. So my nan, bless her, she has like 10 million wardrobes. Well, actually she has 4, 1 for my granddad and 3 for her. Wow. But what she will do is she will take out like her summer clothes and put them away, and have her winter clothes out when it's winter, and vice versa. When it's summer, she'll put her winter clothes away and have her summer clothes out. And I know a lot of people do that as well, and they put them in the vacuum bags, suck out all the air and hide them under the bed. That is a good way. I don't have a lot of storage in my house, so like under my bed is a no-no. I have like all my husband's old magazines from when he was into cars and fishing and all that, so he's kept them all under his bed. He's a bit of a hoarder. But I can't really say anything. Have you seen my makeup collection? But yeah, you know, if you have room for that, you could do that as well. That would be a great way to save space and more room in the wardrobe. You just have to remember that you actually have those clothes. So when it comes around to the next season, you're like, oh no, I don't have any jumpers. You do, they're under your bed in your vacuum bag. So just remember that one. Might be good as well to invest in some like thinner hangers. I quite like the velvety ones that I got from Primark. They're quite cute. You can also get some from Amazon. The velvet ones sort of treat your clothes a bit better. I feel like they don't snag as much as the plastic ones. The only thing is, if you do have quite a tight sort of top or dress, putting it on the velvet one can sort of pull it in places, so you must make sure you sort of gently put it round so it keeps the shape you want. That's the only downside. But when they're thinner, that means you've got more space to hang up more stuff in your wardrobe. So yeah, thinner velvet hangers, a great way to go. If you are unsure that you are wearing certain items, like if you've gone through and you're like, oh, but that's really pretty, I like it, but I haven't worn it for a long time, will I wear it? What you could do is face all your hangers one way, and then over like a month, or even just a couple of weeks if you want to know straight away, every time you wear an item, turn the hanger the other way round. Then all the ones that are still facing forward at the end of the couple of weeks or at the end of the month, you'll be like, well actually, I haven't worn that, I haven't worn that, I haven't worn that. Am I going to wear them? No, they can go. All the ones that you've turned around the other way are obviously clothes that you are in love with and that you're going to keep wearing, so keep those. That's a good tip as well. Organising my wardrobe. So as you would have seen in my little snippet, I sort of go from like dresses to t-shirts to jumpers and into my work clothes, because I have my uniform. But I literally categorise it, so certain lengths, certain types, I will do it that way. Some people do it by colour. I'm not really that obsessive. I won't organise it by colour, but I do organise it by type. If I had room to hang my skirts back up and my trousers, then you know there would be a skirt section and a trouser section, but there is in the shoe rack, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I would definitely hang it up in certain categories. That way, if you are looking for a certain something, you're like, I want to wear that dress today, but where is it in my wardrobe of hell, because I've literally just chucked it in there and there is no organisation in there. If you put all your dresses together, then at least then you can hang it all up and you can be like, right, that's where that dress is, I can wear that today. So that is another great tip that I find, keeping my wardrobe just a little bit more organised. Another good thing is to sort of allocate space for like handbags and scarves and shoes and other accessories. So I have a shoe rack downstairs. Obviously we have the littlies that come home from school and just chuck their shoes everywhere, so we got a shoe rack and that's where the shoes live. So I don't tend to have the shoes upstairs, other than a couple of my pairs of high heels that I don't want the kids to get hold of and ruin. So they are in my shoe rack in the wardrobe. My handbags, I actually have hooks that hang over the doors, and I sort of hang all my bags on there so they're not taking up room in the wardrobe. That is like a thing, like we have quite a small house. I love my little house. Fridge is a bit of an issue. So I find like trying to find little ways like hooks over the doors to hang extra things on is quite handy. It can get a little cluttered looking, so I do sort of have a cull every now and then. I'm like, no, I need to rearrange, it's confusing my brain. But in the wardrobe, at least I can open the wardrobe and my clothes are there. That is organised, and I don't need to worry about where my handbags are going and where my shoes are going, because they have different homes. Some people like it all to be kept together. If you can do that, that's great. Like if you have a storage room or you have like really big wardrobes, awesome. You do you, but for me, I find having my handbags somewhere else helps. One last thing to consider when you're sorting out your wardrobe and your clothes is to have like a little checklist in your mind. Like when you pick up an item of clothing, is it comfy? Do you feel comfortable when you wear it? Is it too tight? Is it too big? Does it make you feel uncomfortable? I have certain clothes that I really like the look of, they're made of like a certain material, and when I put them on, for me it really sort of shows off my jelly belly from where I had my children. I'm not ashamed of having my children. I love my children. I'm not ashamed of my body after having my children. But I also have endometriosis, so sometimes during the month if my endometriosis is flaring up, I get endo belly and it literally looks like I'm pregnant when I'm not. So I find those sort of material dresses and tops really show it off, and it makes me feel so uncomfortable. So when I was decluttering yesterday, I was like, do you know what, people have given them to me and I've kept them because I love those people, but I cannot keep those clothes because I'm not wearing them. They're just in there, they're not doing anything useful for me. So I have decluttered those. The next thing to consider is, are they stained? So do you have like a favourite top that you wear all the time? It's got a gravy stain down it, you know, you're looking a bit Onslow from Hyacinth Bouquet or Keeping Up Appearances. If you don't know what Keeping Up Appearances is and Hyacinth Bouquet, then I'm sorry, I'm acting really old lady right now, but that was an awesome TV programme, just saying. But yeah, if it's got stains and you're going to be embarrassed wearing it out because of certain stains, I mean, obviously you can try and get those stains out, but you know, I'm not very good at removing stains. I have tried the bleach method and ended up melting my clothes. So to me, if it has stains and you can't really wear it in public, then it's a no-no, it has to go. The next one is, does it really fit? So like I was saying, is it comfy, is it too tight? Does it really fit? Like for me, like my friend, bless her, Lydia, she gave me a couple of tops, absolutely beautiful, but they were a little bit too small, or one of them had a bit more like a cleavage area, and I don't really have much of a cleavage. So when I put the top on, when she probably used to wear it, her boobs would probably fill it up and make it look nice. For me, I put it on and it just showed off my bra because I have no boobage there to pull it off, so it didn't really fit. It would have made me feel uncomfortable, so again, had to go. So if you have clothes that don't fit, whether they're too big or too small, are you really going to wear them again? Are you really going to like work hard? I did that, honestly. I kept my favourite pair of jeans from a few years ago, and I was like, I'm going to work off my jelly belly, I'm going to stop eating crap, and I'm going to get back into those jeans. Did I? No. So they had to go. But you know, if you have that determination and you know you're going to do it, then obviously keep them. But if you are like me and you're too lazy, maybe just move it on along. No need to keep unnecessary stuff. Hi, I'm just quickly jumping in here. I forgot to mention that I like using these in my wardrobe. If you can hear barking, the puppy is a bit cross that I've come upstairs. But yeah, I like using these in my wardrobe. So these are Coke can ring pulls, and I like to hook them over one hanger, hook another hanger over it, and it just sort of lowers the second hanger, so you can sort of fit more in your wardrobe because it's not hanger all in a row, grouping together and creating a lot of like condensedness, if that makes any sense. Using this, you kind of create more space. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly add that I use Coke can ring pulls in my wardrobe on my hangers. And excuse the windswept look today, I swear it is like 50-mile-an-hour winds out there, and I've just done a school run. So yeah, those are my top tips on how to sort of tidy and declutter your wardrobe. Obviously, I'm not a true fashionista. I'm not like the lovely Victoria McGrath from In the Fro, who she just wears clothes that are totally amazing. I don't have like real designer clothes, I'm not like that at all, but I do like organising and rearranging and decluttering. So, you know, those are just my tips to help you. You might have other tips that are really good. If you do, feel free to leave them below, because I would love to know any of your tips as well, because I go through my wardrobe a few times a year. Is there a way that I can not do that? Do you have any useful tips? Just please let me know. So I hope you enjoyed this little random or really long random video. I hope it's not too long. If it is, I'm sorry, I do ramble. If you're here quite a lot, you know I ramble. So yeah, that is just my video on how I rearranged and decluttered my wardrobe. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. So take care, stay safe, bye.